on, folks? Give me a second so we could get this other live going. So we could talk about standing in your power. Standing in your power. So what's going on, everybody? Everybody, what is going on? I am Mr. Soul Lover Man 504, aka Damon Alvarez, and we are talking about standing in your power, man. We're talking about standing in your power, ladies and gentlemen. I saw an interesting video the other day, and a young lady was talking about how she was developing all of these spiritual gifts. So she went to, what is going on, Miss Wheat? So she went to the preacher. The preacher said that, hey, you know what? Those gifts that you have, you're not supposed to have them. To me, it looked like the pastor was jealous, for real. It really and truly seemed like the preacher was jealous because this young lady had all of these amazing divine spiritual gifts, and she said, the preacher said these, your gifts are ancestral, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, hey, that's demonic. You're not supposed to be like that. I think at the time she was more deep into the church. But fast forward, the preacher said, okay, we're pray this prayer and we're going to seal all of your gifts up. So there's no more gifts. So you can be normal and blah, blah. So she prayed prayer and everything sealed up. She didn't feel anything, all our spiritual gifts were gone, just like that. So she said something happened. Her mom passed and her gifts came back. So, which was great. But here to say that you don't give up your power. For under any circumstances, you do not, because these are gifts. These are gifts. That's just like, if you celebrate Christmas and all that stuff for your birthday, somebody gives you presents and you just take them and you just throw them in the trash. So basically, that's just saying like your gifts to you are meaningless. Somebody was talking about earlier about bargaining power and power of how you manifest, how you call things into fruition. If you don't have your power is in your faith. It is in how you walk, how you talk, how you communicate, how your hey, what is going on, everybody over there on TikTok land? This is how your ancestors communicate with you. This is how God, your angel guides, whoever it is that you deal with in your spiritual walk in a divine and ancestral or a power cosmic or a powerful way, however you want to spend that. But under no circumstances, this is how you leverage. You're that lightning rod in a sense that everything good naturally goes through you, and it goes outward. It goes to your it goes outward. It goes what's going on, ma'am? How are you? So it goes outward. It goes to your ancestors. It goes she says, wow, those pastors know words. Well, I have plenty, but we won't say it. Yeah. So the landscape is changing out here. That's just naturally what it is. And yeah, I don't have anything against the church per se. If that's your thing, cool. I went to church one time and I don't go anymore, but it's just that we are now in a more we're now in a more spiritual renaissance. We are waking up, we're remembering. There's nothing demonic about your powers and your gifts. Only if it's just like any movie you ever seen. If you have certain spiritual gifts or abilities, and if you choose to use them in a negative way, like you see people going into the ATRs and they want to, people say, casting spells or curses. And if you choose to go down that, uh, if you choose to walk down that path, hey, that is you. But as it is always said, everything has a price. So just know and just understand that. But it is an amazing and immaculate time for you to stand bold and for you to stand 10 feet down into who you are, and to and to show the world naturally who you are, and what you can do, to call things into fruition. There is, man, there is no way, for me, I've been doing, I've been doing this, well, yeah, we can say my whole life, but really my I said my truest awakening happened like 2016. From 2016 up until now, like I've been riding this spiritual horse called lightning, and and I feel like I've been winning. So there's no way, and that is just a testament of my testimony, just to let you know that, is it all smiles and sunshine? Of course not. There's just been so much, there's just been so much, but it all accumulates and it all comes full circle. It's almost like when you work and you save your money and you invest in stocks. Your spiritual, your spiritual power is you investing in yourself, and it's also investing in your lineage. So for you, for anybody just to, to throw it away, or I know sometimes ego comes in, and people talk about narcissists and all of that stuff like that, but the beautiful thing is that you can call on that power 24/7. It's always there with you. Sometimes we forget, but the beautiful thing about it is that it's always there. And you just continue to move, you continue to get to the point, or you continue to get to the point where you just continue to learn, you continue to grow, you continue to stand, you continue to stand on your faith. It's like I said, it's all a culmination of there are some of us out here, that are, um, it's almost like when you see people that are, bilingual, people that can speak like 7 or 8 different languages. It's like that with some people out here. They have, they have, so many gifts. It's amazing to just watch them work. She says, yes, your power is always with you. Be mindful of every word you speak. That is also true. You have to, and thank you for the hearts, um and cool, and Paloma 447. Thank you for the follow. And if your first time seeing me on here, please follow and share and all that good stuff, man. And yes, you're welcome as well. But yeah, it's yeah, very, very, very true. And sometimes we may say things, man. Sometimes some of us, we don't know how powerful we are, um, with these gifts. And you may, you may say something consciously or unconsciously in the moment. That's why I, that's why, people will tell me, hey, you're a pretty mellow guy, and you probably, you look like you stay calm. I have to, because if Lord forbid, Lord forbid, I just get, all emotionally angry, and my thoughts are just all chaotic. I would never want to see that day. But I stay, I stay, I stay calm, try to stay as calm as possible. Again, this is power. This is, this is power beyond power, that that we are granted, however it is that you, that you get that power. But for, for some of us, I'll say the chosen few, not everybody, is going to she says, I recall my words and power. She says, I recall my words. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you do. Sometimes you do have to, you do have to recall those words, and and rescind some things, cancel some spiritual checks that you sent out there. Seriously, man, it is it is real out here. It is real. And just being able to being able to walk this journey is an honor. My greatest teachers, for and this is just for me, I honestly have been my ancestors in this in a spiritual sense, where I see a lot of people taking classes for this and that. I didn't have to do that. For me, it just comes natural, not to say that I haven't, watched videos and whatever, but a lot of that was just to see that there are other people out there like me, that I'm not, that I'm not alone. We don't have to use that C word, so to speak. Just to say that we are let's say somebody wrote a book called Dream the Impossible. So, now we are the impossible. We can, we can effect change, if not just even if it's just naturally in our lives, even if it's just generationally. And I'm not trying to speak down on anybody's lineage or anything like that. I know that that is big and that is powerful, and and with and within that, but oh, cool. So yeah, but somebody's at, I just feel like there's, I just feel like there's a knock at somebody's door. Somebody's at the crossroads, and you need to make some decisions. You need to make some life decisions, and you need to make them now. Seriously, you need to. Right, she says right there. Many others. True. You really need to make some life decisions. It's time for you to. It's time for you to stand by the river and cast that reel of faith out. And yeah, so it's time for you to, yeah, it's time for you to walk a new path, so to speak. But yeah, but going back to it, giving away your, giving away your power is a slap in your face. It's a slap in the face of those who came before you, whose names you may not know. Some people are fortunate enough to know people. They're like, hey, my grandmother, or or my great great grandfather, or practice hoodoo, and they passed it down to us, and they wrote some stuff down. That's beautiful. They did that. Unfortunately for a lot of us, uh, we have to we have to, or fortunately we have to rediscover. But these things are, these things are here. The time is now. That is that, that is that awakening. The rhythm. The rhythm of your. Oh, that's why that thing was like that. So yeah. So the rhythm of your life is um the rhythm of your life is changing. The field. Um, the the field. Uh, Yeah, so the field is about to be a whole lot of acres. I'll just say that. Yeah, uploading a reading that had the Queen of Cups on the shore of a river, ocean, big body of water, waiting for her vision. Yeah, yeah. So it's so much. The if you're at a point of not understanding some things, just ask for enlightenment. However it is you do it. If you meditate, or if you pray, or however it is that you do that. Just ask for the enlightenment. Some people. I know we live in a new age, and people say the universe and and all of that, and that's what that is. But for me, I don't push anything on anybody, but I go with God and my ancestors and my angel guides, and everybody else who I deal with. And it's a lot. So it's a lot. It's like that. It's like that saying. Many are chosen, but few are called. So It's only going to be a few of us, especially like in this generation that are going to stand up, that are going to stand up and that are going to be able to have this thing just be not just a testament, but well, yeah, more of a testament, in a grand statement of your life. Just to, even when we're not here anymore, this technology hopefully will be around, and our great whoever, they can go back and they can look at these videos and say, man, that dude was, I feel that we are, I feel that, um it's almost like we're in between in between, and we are beyond the great beyond. Let me explain that, because they're like, what is he talking about? So the in between, meaning that we are, well, let me just start with the, there's only, some like a chosen few people that are going to respect it, that are going to understand it. This is the change, this is the revolution, this is the evolution that we are, that we are going through. This is, um this is beyond what you uh do for a living. Like, if, just the if you work in a medical field, or whatever it is, construction, or you're a teacher, but sometimes that coincides with it. But I'm just saying, like, your regular career, this is way far beyond that. And when I say, like, the evolution part is that, we are going to be probably even more respected as time moves along. Yeah. So we're going to be even more respected as time moves along. Like, if you see somebody who's an artist, and maybe from, I don't know how many years ago, and you said, man, if that person was only born now, or if that person was born, I don't know, let's say 50 years from now, they would, their music and who they are, what they were saying, sometimes what we say goes beyond the times of what we're living in. So, and let me say it again, sometimes, what we say and who we are goes beyond the time, and people are going to be relegated and stuck into what they're into, and that's just what it is. Some of us, we're just, the word tapped in, like, we're just, she says, I feel the respect, for seers returning. Yeah. Even in this, technological age, I always say, you can't Google everything. As much as as much information as we have, that's as much information as we don't have. So, sometimes I'll give you this tip. So, if you really want to know, you just got to ask the right question. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. If you really and truly want to know, you just gotta ask the right question. But when you ask the right question, you have to be prepared for the answer. And that's just, like, my man Stone Cold would say, and that is the bottom line. And that's just, that is just what that is. And if you're out there listening, cut those soul ties, man. Cut those soul ties. It's time for that. It's time for that to go. Somebody's been hanging around for way too long. It's time for that person to go bye bye. Seriously, it's time to put some things. It's time to put some things to bed. It really and truly is. It is time to put some things to bed. You have, you have new, you have higher goals that are set, that are already set in stone for you. So, wallowing in mediocrity is only going to take time away from, uh this is, from truly where you need to be. For me, this has been a very powerful year. um just trying to see if anybody said anything. Nope. So this has been a very powerful year of solitude for me. I noticed, uh my the phone doesn't ring as much. People on social media, so it's been very like if y'all have seen the John Wick movies, it's like somebody said, John Wick is a man of focus. So this has been a very strong year of focus and purpose. So just remember that this is a very strong year of focus and purpose. Some of that, you know, so, some of that travel, yes, go ahead and get away and go have some fun. I'm always down with the traveling, but that other miscellaneous stuff, like whenever, a lot of people are still caught up into into the same old of the stuff that they've always been doing. But a lot of us are just naturally growing. We're in the twilight of our zone. Cutting the cards are a part of cutting back your power. True. Yeah, and again, do not if you've heard me say anything tonight, do not give away your power. Do not let anybody come in your life and try to make you powerless. There are people who have these there are people who have these spiritual attachments. They will try to suck your energy and your time. They see your greatness, they see that they can feel your energy. They can feel your presence. Something, like when you're there, they're up, but you may not feel the same way. Yes, you love John Wick. Very few words, but extreme focus and determination. No weapon formed against him. Because very true. Yeah, very much so a man of. They called him what do they call him? The Baba Yaga, the boogeyman. But anyway, it's it's extremely important that you go for your heart's desire this year. It's extremely important. This year sets up yeah yeah, so it is extremely important that you go for your truest heart's desire uh this year. It's almost like this year it's like a catalog. So you're working on a lot of big stuff this year, man. Clearing out clearing out a lot of energies and clearing out a lot of energetic vampires for those keeping score at home. It's very important that uh, everybody else that is with you, they believe in you. Seriously, the cause and effect. They truly believe in you, and they truly believe in everything that they truly believe in everything that you have purposefully. Moving forward. There's an artist in somebody out there. There's an artist that's been crying out uh, to.
It's 9 o'clock.
Well, thank you, Mr. Computer. Yeah, so there's an artist out there that's been begging inside of you, that's been begging to put your stuff out there. So it's time for you to do that. And you're not just you're not just doing yourself an injustice, but you're doing other people out there an injustice by not putting your stuff, but not but by not putting your stuff out there. You're going to be living. Yeah, but it's a lot of old energy is moving away, and it's time for some new energy. It's time for some things to be refreshed. Like if you see a lot of these like celebrities, passing away, like we've been seeing through the last maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 years. A lot of these celebrities have just been checking out of here. So it's just time for it. It's it's been overtime, so it's just time for a new wave. And again, if this is your first time watching me on TikTok, please follow and all of that good stuff. So yeah, it's just time for new energy, new wave, man. So and it is going, it's gonna happen. But yeah, but just walk, just continue to walk in your again, walk you have walk in your power and continue to speak speak to your day through yourself. Start your morning off right in the right frame of mind. You can start that off by, I get every day it's not peaches and cream and it's not going to be all perfect and all of that. I get that. I truly, really, and truly, I understand that. I drive in crappy traffic every day going to work, and I'm very thankful that I make it there alive, and I'm thankful that I make it back alive because these people in this city cannot drive for nothing. But anyway, but the important thing, yeah. So the important thing is that if you're wondering about if the job is going to change, yes, it will. Um, I know somebody's waiting on some kind of information or some kind of something to come through. Could be something dealing with a court case or something, maybe something about paternity or something like that. You're gonna be pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised. So yeah, but just know that some people might say mission impossible, but your mission is not impossible because other people have done it before. Not particularly what you're doing, but they've done greater things. And you never know if somebody's mindset of where they once were. Like all of these amazing people that we look at through history and now and all of that good stuff. But claim your stake now and what is to and what you are to become, and go out there and become it. In reckless abandon with all of your power, while those people who didn't believe that in you, you give them the middle finger. Seriously. Yes, and I said that. But yeah, man. But I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back on here maybe possibly tomorrow on a big old Friday. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about this topic. But you guys have a great night. Don't forget to follow me and all of that good stuff. And yeah, as always, folks, I'm out this piece. Gonna go ahead on and shut this down. But all right, y'all, I'm out.